we have neighbours come in and say, oh, your house is so warm, they've come in and run up because their house is so cold.
Yeah, and we're sitting here, you know, in the sun, it's winter, it's a dead of winter, getting close to spring.
Yeah.
It's going to be a chilly day today. I was inside and it'll warm up more. And you have some issues because you have this big tree,
Yeah.
a beautiful tree.
It's a registered tree, so we're happy for it to be there.
So you don't get full performance, but even with that tree, you're still happy with the performance that the home's giving you in winter.
Yeah. If the house is a little bit cool, because we've got the solar panels and a battery, we just manage our power and you just use the heater for 2 or 3 hours, lift the temperature. If there's enough sun during the day, you can do it during the day, get the temperature up, warm the walls up, and keep the house warm.
Yeah, because you've chosen to put PV cells and a battery.
Yep.
And from that point of view, you've got the tree that stops in the middle of the day. It doesn't stop the sun so much on the PVs as much as in the bottom of the house because you have a 2-storey home.
Yeah.
And so it means you can use the power that you can't get in the bottom section that's coming in through the panels into the battery to use that power up.
Yeah.
Because you get very little or nothing back from the government.
Yeah.
Soon, very, very little.
To cover our connection charge, because you connect it to the grid and the government wants their little bit, we've got to put about 16 kilowatts back into the grid to cover the cost of that. And during summer, that won't be a problem.
Yeah.
During winter, some days we do, some days we don't. Our last bill cost us 50 cents a day.
Yeah.
50 cents a day for electricity.
Pretty good.
I'm pretty happy.
Yeah. Yeah, we had just 5 days, about 5 days when we weren't drawing any power from solar.
Yeah.
So what size battery do you have?
The 10 kilowatt.
10 kilowatt battery. And how big a PV system?
6 kilowatt.
6 kilowatt. Okay.
So on a really good day, we'll have the battery 100% charged by 11 or 12. Overnight, with just sort of a bit of cooking and lighting, it'll run down to about 60%. We've had one episode where there was a storm, the tree fell down, took out the power lines. We had friends over. We noticed that the lights went just sort of, not that it was funny, someone blinked or something. And then we looked outside and there was sparks and everything. There'd been a power failure. But the battery kicked in.
And you hardly noticed except a little glitch.
And lights and TV and bits and pieces. We were without power for 23 hours. And the battery lasted power that week.
So if there's a power failure, just for all the neighbours come too.
I even sewed. I was doing my sewing and everything. Didn't miss a beat.
Yeah. So I reckon battery's a great idea.
It's performing better than I expected. Which is a really good thing. And so the grey water for this front garden area, the grey water, and then started planting the plants and a little bit of watering, but I imagine this summer there'll be just about no hand watering because of the grey water. And now I can have a really long shower guilt-free now. Because I'm putting the water into the garden, really.
Right. So, because you've got the water tank as well out the back there, which feeds into your laundry and toilets. So does that would last you in Perth pretty much, well, we're south of Perth, really, in Mandurah. So that would last you all the way through winter, the rainwater?
We're not getting enough rain.
Really? Oh, of course, this year,
I've worked out that we need about 3 mil of rain to give us a day's water. And so we'll have a burst of 30 mil over a couple of days. It fills up the tank. And then that'll give us a week and a bit. Currently collecting from 2 downpipes. I'm considering that for next winter I might try and block off a couple of others to see if I can get more water running into it. But then I've got to make sure the water flows and doesn't overflow the gutters.
Yeah, otherwise you cause other problems.
We've had one summer and we had that really hot spell, and this inside we just no air conditioning required.
Yeah.
We did have the fan upstairs on one, I think about 2 nights.
Yep.
Because that was it.
Yeah, I think downstairs a couple of nights had the fan on just with the curtains, heavy lockout curtains.
Yep.
Stops the heat getting in.
Yep.
I think we got the temperature up to 24 inside. Just by open windows when it's cool and blocking the sun out.
So your consistent, say, was around about 24 for the summer temperature.
Yeah.
So, pretty good.
And with you just put the fans on low just to move the air, and it's fine.
But then we have that brilliant thing where we've got open the back door, open these doors, and then upstairs, and then just the breeze just floats through.
Because your home is really designed to get that air flow through the building, downstairs and upstairs. And upstairs, it is important that people understand they need to manage a home. Not much, just opening and closing doors and windows appropriately at the right time, and that gives you pretty consistent temperature.
Yeah, it's not hard.
So
it is to me, it is a normal, sensible way of living. A bit like we've now got 2 bins, one for the plastics, one for the recyclables.
Yeah.
It's that sort of change. It's big changes. We've got to keep the door shut during winter.
Yeah.
It's not hard.
No, not really.
Opening curtains to let the sun in.
Yeah.
You open curtains anyway. We might just open them a little bit wider. But no change.
So understanding how the home works, so you can work with the home and making minor modifications.
Some of the things in the PowerPoint location and bits and pieces like that, I would have thought a bit more. I thought I had thought about them enough. This is only the contribution to making the planet better, sort of things. And I think in the long run it'll be cheaper, which is most people like to save money. So everything we're doing is designed to be more environmentally sustainable and cheaper. And safer.
Yes, but I know that I wanted to make it so that we have minimum impact on the earth, because we've got to live here a long time. Well, mankind does.
Yes.
As Craig Russell says, no planet B.